What is going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Behind me you can see is my MK7 Golf R. This is my daily driver. I thought I'd make a video about why I believe that the MK7 Golf R specifically is the best performance daily driver that you can buy. For anyone who's new to the channel who hasn't seen the breakdown of this car, I have a full list of broken down on what is done to it. I will link that in the description if anyone wants to go check that video out. But I will just give you a quick rundown on the car. So the quick rundown on the car, it is a stock block, stock head, stage 2, I guess Volkswagen guys like to call it. What it has is a catted APR downpipe, carbon APR intake, APR turbo inlet, upgraded intercooler in the stock location. It's on APR lowering springs. And I mean, that's pretty much it. It's got a stage 2 low torque APR tune, which honestly I think is perfect for the car. Originally I got the low torque file on because I had a stock clutch that came in the car when I got it. It is now running an upgraded stage 2 daily southbound clutch, so it can handle more power now, but I was trying to save the stock clutch that was in it from slipping. That didn't work out how I wanted it to, but I just thought I'd make a cool little video about a POV drive slash 3 best reasons why this car is the best performance daily driver. So with that being said, we can jump in the car and we'll get going.
Welcome to Dunkin's. What may I get for you?
Hey, can I get a large iced coffee with just cream, please?
Yeah, anything else?
Nope, that'll be it.
Alrighty, once you coffee, it's always going to be $3.95.
Thank you. This is a video I've been thinking about making for a little while now. Just figured I'd try to do a kind of a POV Golf R driving video. I mean, I don't really get a chance to do too much work on it because honestly the other 2 cars take up a lot of room in the garage. So I just thought I'd jump on here and kind of do a nice video for anyone who's considering driving a Golf R or buying a Golf R, I should say. These are probably the 3 best things that I think make a Golf R the best performance daily that you can buy. I mean, before even getting into that though, there's definitely things to consider while you're shopping for a MK7 Golf R. One of the things being transmission. What transmission are you comfortable with? You know, do you drive a standard? Do you not know how? The DSG is a great choice, especially for someone who wants a fast car but maybe doesn't know how to drive a standard. One of the other things you have to consider is, are you going to be modifying the car or not? Because if you do want a standard but you do not intend on modifying the car, I think that should be fine. Likely you'll still probably have to change the clutch out anyway. But that being said, these clutches that come in the 6-speed Golf Rs, they barely hold stock power very well. As far as I know, I could be wrong, correct me if I'm wrong, I think that they are basically just a GTI clutch, which obviously the GTI makes less power, and they don't actually upgrade or anything for the Golf R. So that's definitely something to consider. The DSGs, they are good for a good amount of power. I think they're good for up to like 500 horsepower if you want to go that route and go like full bolt-ons, fuel system, everything. But honestly, this car being stage 2 low torque tune, honestly I don't mind it. I think it's a good enough amount of power. But you know, definitely there are some drawbacks to the Golf R as far as just, you know, normal things that they do break a lot on here. One being the water pump, 2 being the clutch on a manual. Just random other little quirks that these cars have. But you know, to try to get into it, I guess in my opinion, this is one of the best, if not the best, performance oriented daily drivers you can get. It's really a fun, engaging car, but getting back onto it, these are probably the 3 reasons why I think the Golf R, especially the MK7, is the best daily for, you know, a guy that wants some performance. So the first thing on the list of reasons that I think this is the best performance daily would have to be, you know, the reason most people come to a channel like this, or that I'm trying to make a channel like this, is performance. So I mean, this is, in this car, the MK7 specifically, Golf R, this is the 3rd generation of the EA888 motor, and just from the factory, they come really stout. Deutsche Auto Parts had done a video recently. I forget which one it was, but they tore down like it was either a Mark 7 Golf R or an S3 EA888, and I forget which one it was, but it was either the pistons or the rods. I know one of them was forged. So I mean, right there, that's already a good sign that they're giving you forged internal parts for the motor. And I guess this is kind of like two things in one as far as reasons why it's good, but it's kind of packaged together. Is A, like I said, the strength of the motor from the factory and what it can capably handle, and then B, also the aftermarket support for it. I mean, you have companies like IE, you have APR, Cobb's jumping in on the golf scene now. So there's tons of different companies you can choose from. EQT, all of them have their own tunes out, and most of them are just software flashes. They're not even like necessarily pro tunes, but you can pretty much find like parts either A, brand new and they're like, you know, not affordable, but they're not crazy, or you can go on a lot of forums and find a lot of used aftermarket parts that you can get for a good deal. I mean, the turbo in this, you know, the IS38, it's no slouch. It's a good turbo. It's good response. There are drawbacks to it, obviously, with it being you know, electronic. The wastegate's a big issue with it. I currently have an EPC light that'll come on for, it says boost position sensor, but honestly I think it's the wastegate, because sometimes I think it'll get stuck open, and I won't be able to build boost quite as fast as I'd like to. It doesn't lose all power or anything, but it certainly gets a little bit down on power. The next thing I would say, try to do like a little pull here. So you can see it kind of like loses boost for a second when that EPC light comes on. So I mean, that's kind of a bummer of it, but honestly, I've had this car for 54,000 miles, and if that right there and a blower motor for the climate control going is really the worst things that have happened, I would say it's not that bad. Moving on to probably the second thing that I think is one of the reasons why this is the best performance daily, I would have to say it's just refinement. Because honestly, obviously, we all want, you know, a faster car and we want to modify it and have speed, but at the same time, you also don't want to give up everything just for speed. With my STI, I put transmission bushings in it, put a short shifter in it, and I realized pretty quick, even just with the cat back on it, it was really loud, it was droney, wasn't fun to drive. The transmission whine from the bushings being solid was a bit much. But with this car, one of the nice things is you can toggle between the different settings, either between like comfort mode or race mode, where in comfort mode, if you know you don't feel like feeling every bump, it does really smooth the ride out a bit with the adjustable dampening. Obviously, if you go coilovers, that's kind of going to get deleted, but this car specifically just has APR lowering springs. And honestly, I love the adjustability of being able to put it from race mode into comfort mode. I probably could do in race mode without the pumped in audio from the sound actor, but you know, it is what it is. It's the way the company wanted it to be done. But as far as refinement goes, even just the outer styling of the car, it's just sleek, it's timeless. It doesn't draw as much attention unless you know what you're looking for, unlike the STI. Like I can still drop my kids off to school in this, and I don't feel like if I do want to blend in, I can kind of blend in. But if I take it to a car meet, like people, at least they know what the car is. So I mean, that would probably be the second thing I would say would be the reason this is the best daily to get if you're looking at like Type R's, Golf R's, STIs, what else, Ford Focus RS. If you're looking at any of those, the only thing I could say maybe would come close in refinement would be maybe the newer Hyundais, like the N-Line Elantra. Those look pretty nice, and I know they have a good amount of power. I think it's like 276 horsepower, which isn't too bad, you know, for what you're getting. And their tech packages are honestly probably even better than this. But even in the interior, you can see, you know, it's styled well. But I mean, it does have pickup. So you know, you can't really hate on the car for that. I would say the third thing that makes this car the best performance daily would have to be, kind of touched on it already, but would probably just be the fact that it's very reliable. I know for a long time Volkswagen and Audis, they had kind of a reputation of not really being very reliable cars. They had lots of really weird quirks. These cars have always had lots of check engine lights and sensors that would go off for every little thing. But honestly, I mean, like I've said before, I mean, besides this EPC light, which the car still runs, you know, I mean, just every once in a while, like when I get on boost, it won't really build as much boost as quickly as I want. But honestly, it's been super reliable. The blower motor went on the climate control, which kind of frosted over my windshield. Luckily, I was like 2 minutes from my house when it happened during some snow. But other than that, it's a pretty reliable car. Like I had said, this is the 3rd generation of the EA888 motor, and you can tell, I mean, there's not a ton that goes wrong with it. Obviously, there are some problems with it, like water pump. Like mine does have a small leak, so you can smell coolant, but I mean, I probably have to top off coolant once every 2-3 months, and it's literally like a half cup, so it's not like it's the biggest deal. Other issues with the car, I know some people have said that they eat spark plugs, specifically like the electrode, the tip of it. I've never had the problem. I try to switch my spark plugs out every 10 to 15,000 miles, which I know some people might say is overkill, but if that's something that could happen on the car, I'd rather just have it not happen. And it does seem like that happens with modified cars. So if you are stage 2, you probably should run a colder plug anyway. So I don't know if maybe people are just running the stock plugs on a stage 2 setup. I mean, people really should just consult with their tuners what they want to do. But I mean, for me, I just figured a colder plug might be a safer bet. So I run the RS7 plugs on mine. But I mean, that pretty much is it. I have had an STI, or I do have an STI that I've dailied. And it wasn't as long of a drive in the STI when I was commuting to work compared to how long I commute in this car every day. But I will say this is a nicer place to be. It is nice that it's the Haldex all-wheel drive. I've never really had an issue with it as far as like slipping in the snow, but it is nice that you can save a little bit of gas mileage since it's front-wheel drive until it has to kick the rear in. I know I've gone a little bit off topic on this one. I've just wanted to make kind of like a point of view driving video of this car, since I really do love the car. I just haven't been able to really feature it on the channel at all. But that's probably pretty much all I got for today. So I mean, just to recap, 3 reasons I think this is the best performance daily is: 1, the aftermarket support for it and the strength of the EA888 motor in its 3rd iteration. 2, being refinement. Super comfortable in here, can't complain about the seats, my back never hurts from it. It's a timeless looking interior, and you can kind of still fly under the radar if you're getting older like me, you know, you're in your 30s and you want a car that's fast and fun and can still draw attention, but at the same time it's you can still drop kids off and not be feeling like you're a boy racer or anything. And then the 3rd thing just being the reliability factor. I've had really no issues with this car. Like I said, the motors are strong from the factory, and as long as you're not beating on it and driving it like an idiot, and you're doing the right fuel and you're doing the oil changes properly, I feel like this car really does treat people well. So that's probably going to be it for this video. Hopefully I'll be able to do more Golf R content in the future, stuff that isn't just point of view driving. Hey, Future Me here. Forgot to shoot an outro for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. That is my take personally on the Mark 7 Golf R, and I believe that it's the best turbocharged 4-cylinder to use as a daily, at least out of these cars, and I guess other ones I haven't driven yet. But if you liked the video, go ahead, give it a like, comment, subscribe, and leave a comment down below on whether you think that it's also the greatest car for a daily, or if you think there's another car that's better than that. But until next time, guys, keep working and have a good day. Later.